I have this lumber, I have this lumber, I'll be milling more lumber, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I need a place to put it. When lumber prices were sky high and I was selling it, I would just sell it green. I wouldn't have to sticker it, store it, or anything. Now I'm milling lumber for the cabin build, plus some lumber that I'm not sure what I'm going to do, and I need some longer term storage. I have plenty of places here to put it, but I need something solid, something level and flat to put it on, so as the lumber dries, it'll stay straight. Which actually it doesn't have to be level, just flat and even. Then I remembered, oh yeah, I have this really weird trailer. My neighbor gave this to me a while back, and I don't know if that was a favor or if that was one of those there's a sucker born every day type of things, and I was the sucker for taking it. It was made by tree planters. They had a refrigerated box on here that they would put their tree seedlings in to take them to the woods and do tree planting. As it is, it's a 4x8, very flat, even surface. I could pile and sticker lumber on here, and it's mobile. I can move it around. Wait until you see how this is built. This is one of the goofiest things I've ever seen. It's a trailer tongue attached to a ball on top of a trailer tongue. It looks like two trailers. Never mind what it looks like two trailers are doing. Take a closer look at this. For those of you who are into welding and fabricating, this might be amusing to you. Looks like they had problems with the old tongue cracking. Some welds here, they may have had to straighten that out. That side's cracked. So they welded this new tongue on the bottom and attached the old tongue to a trailer ball, which comes out to a normal trailer tongue. The rest of it is I-beam construction, an old mobile home axle, even has shocks. I had this in my scrap iron pile thinking I was going to take it to the scrap yard, but why not put it to use? First, I need to cut some stickers. These are some Douglas fir 1x4s that came out of my kiln. It's what I used for a rack system back when I used to use the kiln. Why don't I just dry the lumber in the kiln? This is why. I need to clean this place out first. Figure out what to do with all this lumber. I may be turning into a lumber hoarder. I may have a problem. All of the lumber I've been milling comes from dead or mostly dead trees. They still have some moisture in them, but I think they're good enough for framing. Some framers prefer using green wood. These are not hardwoods we're making fine furniture out of. I don't need to have them kiln dried. I just want a place to store them for a little while and keep them from molding. I don't have a lot of experience with stickering and drying lumber. Like I said, most of the lumber I've milled, I just sold it green. I'm thinking 2 feet apart might be a little bit narrow for stickering lumber. I'd rather have maybe a sticker here and a sticker here, but that's what the frame is. I might need more stickers than that for 1x material. So I'm going to put some 2x material down first, make a solid base to start on. These are such nice boards. Now with that solid surface, I can put the stickers closer together for my 1x material. That's the material I really want to sticker. That will be for longer term storage. I'm using 1/2 inch stickers. I've noticed 1 inch stickers give better airflow and things dry better that way. But I'm picturing a stack of lumber with 1 inch stickers being an invitation to being a hotel for mice. Some of you may know they are not my favorite animal. Since these ones are already partly dry, maybe I can get away with 1/2 inch stickers. One way to find out. That's all my 1x material. There's something satisfying about stickering lumber. I don't know what it is, but it is. I originally was thinking I wasn't going to sticker the 2x's, I was just going to set them on top, because if all goes well, I should be using them soon. But there's something satisfying about stickering lumber. To fill this up the rest of the way, I can now take the lumber right off the mill, put it right onto the stack, and avoid having to handle and rehandle it again until it's time to take it off the stack. Is that a nice looking stack of lumber or what? It would be helpful if I would clean up this pile of bark so it doesn't have to be... Actually, I don't think that would help anything. Obviously, this is not a solution to all of my lumber storage, but for this particular stack and a few more rows here, it's something to do with it for the moment. For the rest of the lumber I'll be milling, I'll have to figure out somewhere else to stack it, or something to stack it on. What's the main purpose of this video? I think it was mostly because I wanted to show off this goofy setup here. We could poke a little fun at the guys who did this behind their back, but maybe they had a good reason for doing it this way. Sometimes you just have to work with what you have, and maybe this is just what they came up with to work with what they had. Just like I'm doing by using this trailer to put my lumber on. I could go buy a tractor with pallet forks to move things around, I could spend a bunch of time building a nice rack to put my lumber on, but at what point do you spend so much money, so much time to produce lumber that's worth how much? At what point are you better off just going to the store and buying the lumber? A lot of times it's good to just work with what you have. That's it for today. See y'all later.